guys, how are you all doing? What's the crack? I have a few unboxings to do today, so we'll dive right in. I have like 5 wrestlers here to unbox. I have Brian Pillman, I have Rick Rude, I have Umaga, I have Goldust, and I also have a Tyson Kidd, which I picked up in Smith's. It says $19.99 there. It was hidden way behind about 4 or 5 figures in the back of a bargain bucket, and it wasn't even in their system, so I managed to get it for €7. So I'm quite happy to get it, you know, because he's probably nearly extinct in the Smiths world. I'm going to start with Brian Pillman. What a wrestler. He had a short stint. Now, I'm not going to go too much into his history because I think it would be an absolute great podcast for someone to do a bit of a background on this guy, because, you know, the life this guy had was just incredible. Like, he lost his father when he was in nappies. At 3 years old, he had throat cancer. I think he had to have over 30 something surgeries on his throat, which gave him that raspy voice. But a real good background story to Brian Pillman and his footballing career and how he got into wrestling and became WCW champion. So maybe EWF podcast might do a little bit on him, or even the guys in Union Smack could talk about Brian Pillman. I would love to just listen to a bit of a research story on the guy, because he was taken far too soon in his life anyway, that's for sure. So we'll crack on anyway about the wrestling figure. There's the box. You get a panoramic. You do get a panoramic with him. Let me see who else is in the series. We'll go a little close up here for you guys. Kane, The Rock, Goldust. Oh, I need to get those two guys there, Connor and Victor. What do you call them again? Fuck, that's how irrelevant they are at the minute. I can't even think of their name. I know they're trying to make them like the Legion of Doom. It'll come to me. Right, so let's get Brian Pillman out. Flyin Brian. I think a lot of the younger guys will remember this dude. But what a cool figure. Definitely needed this guy. Here he is here in his Stars jacket. And look at those tiger striped wrestling trunks. He's got his white boots. You also get this the Flyin Brian shirt, which was probably his most famous. So great figure. I'll do a few screenshots of him without the attire and stuff in a minute. So that's Brian Pillman. Tell us what you think of him, guys. You can pick him up for about €7 now if you get into Smith's, and I'm sure other toy stores have them as well. So that's Brian Pillman. And you know, talking about wrestlers who were taken too soon, we have another one here, Umaga. Another guy that was taken way too soon from us. So let's have a look at him. At the back of the box here, you can see the other guys that are in the series. You've got Sami Zayn in NXT, you've got John Cena, I've got Tyson Kidd I've got Erwin, and I've got the Ravishing Rick Rude. The only two I don't have, I think, is the John Cena and Sami Zayn NXT. So that's Umaga's box. 6'4", 350 pounds. What a giant of a man, huh? These wrestlers, they're just giants among men. So I just picked him up for my mate Matt there a couple of days ago, and I thought to myself, you know what, I need to get this guy too. So I just popped in and got him yesterday along with the other guys. This is my second wrestler that has no shoes, and he's just in his bare feet. A little bit of wrestling trivia now. Can you name another 3 wrestlers that that wrestled in their bare feet? Please let me know in the comments. I'd be interested to see your wrestling knowledge. I've already gave you Kamala. There's Umaga. Now, I love a figure with a good bit of detail. And I'm going to just pick this up here so we can get a proper look at Umaga's detail. Look at the tats. Samoa. Look at those tats. Look at the face scan. It's perfect. Look at his teeth. See a bit of focus there. Oh, it's not focusing. His grill. And look at the hair and everything. Definitely, this probably, figures like this I really, really love. Look at that. Look at the writing. Everything's so well detailed. That's a cracking figure. That's a really good figure. I'm really happy with that. And look, you get his. Can someone tell me what you call this again? Maybe it's too early and my brain's not working properly. But I'm sure there's a name for that little robe. Again, look at the detail on that even. So that is Umaga, guys. A brilliant figure. Absolutely beautiful. Look at the detail. Really, really happy with Umaga. I think that's for 10 euros. You gotta go and pick him up. He'll look good on the shelf as well. Like, he's a must-have. Right, I shall do one more, and then I'll do a separate video for the other two because I don't want the videos to go too long. So that's Umaga. So we'll go for Ravaging Rick Rude. What a guy. This would be another great podcast if someone was to do one on him. I would love to listen to podcasts about, you know, wrestlers' background and stuff. This guy was definitely used sex appeal as sex sells. I think it was back in the day. There's actually a very good program on WWE Universe. If you go and look it up, Jerry Springer presents it, and it's called Sex Sells or something like that. And it goes through all the divas and the crazy shit that happened back then with the divas practically being butt naked. But for the ladies fans, there was the Ravishing Rick Rude. He was a dude. Look at this figure. I'm just laughing because I'm getting flashbacks of him, and they loved him. Like he was the HBK of then, you know. So let's get a look at the Ravishing Rick Rude. Look at that. Let's get a look at him. He's got the porn mustache, the magnum, you know. The tats are cool. Look at these bottoms. And look, wait for it. Love that. Great figure. I'm really happy to have this guy. And look at this. You get his little robe. The legendary robe. Oh, brilliant, man. Simply ravishing. Right, well, we pop this on him. Matt, who he's on Union Smack podcast, there's one actually coming out. There's one out, I think it's episode 3 or something, it's out today. Was telling me that this looks good with an Intercontinental Championship belt. Robe on, Intercontinental Championship belt. And Bruiserweight, my mate that does EWF podcast, gave me actually a cool link to on eBay where I can get these wrestling belts. So I must check that out. There he is, simply ravishing. I'll fix him up and get him on my shelf later. Really happy with these figures. I really am. Right guys, I've hit the 9-minute mark. So I'm going to stop this video now and we'll unbox the other 2 wrestlers, okay? That way we're not just, it's not too long. I don't want you being like bored watching these. But definitely a great figure. Really happy with it. Thanks for watching, guys. Give us a subscribe. Tell us what you think about the figures. And what is the other 3 wrestlers? I know there may be more, but I'm only asking for 3 that fought in the bare feet. Talk to you soon. Bye.